Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing fine today. Here is Abdul, and today we have another review video. This time we have the Vario 1918 Pilot Trench watch. It's like a kind of amalgamation between a pilot and a trench watch. I reimagined a World War I watch from Vario. Vario is a brand situated out of Hong Kong, where Ivan and his team specializes in creating homages for vintage watches and vintage designs, and I think they're doing great with their niche. So the 1915 comes in several colorways. I got the brass with the enamel dial because of the uniqueness of it. As you might know, I'm a Muslim, so I don't wear gold, but brass is kind of gold colored, like bronze. Bronze is not gold color, but has the same hue. And the brass somehow gives you this, yeah, I don't know, era, a feeling that this watch belongs in that era. And what I really like also about this watch is that in the back, they went also with nickel for the movement to have this golden look as well. So I have the Miyota Japanese movement, mechanical hand wind, very, very nice combination. So you have the hand wind movement from Miyota. I think it was the, if I remember correctly, the 8N33. And it is non-hacking, hand winding, of course, because it's hand wind watch, but it doesn't hack. So if you take the crown out, the seconds continue running. And as you can see, when you wind, you fill the main power reserve from winding. And the watch itself is a small watch, but you get two different sizes. You have the 37, which is this one, and you also get the 40. So choose whichever one you like. This is 37 from diameter, lug to lug around 44, and thickness with around 11, with a 2mm double domed sapphire crystal. So you get a sapphire crystal, you have an enamel dial, you have some lume on it. That's something I think they could improve on this model. Maybe because of the orange, it doesn't catch the lume so much, doesn't hold it so much. It looks really nice when it's loomed, but somehow it doesn't hold the lume at night. You get also different strap options. You get the caramel brown, I think that's the one, the Bunt oiled one. You get the mocha brown and the onyx black. And you get the 2 years warranty with it, with the travel case. Here's the 2-year warranty that you get with it. Quite nice. And you get a cloth, here signed Vario, to clean the watch, because it's a smudge magnet. So I put it on the strap because you have this fixed lugs. So this lugs system was used back in the days when they had pocket watches, and then they soldered just 2 pieces of metal on both sides so they are able to wear it on the wrist. And I got also some comments, like, why is this skewed, or what is wrong? And there is nothing wrong. This is basically the same idea. If you're holding a weapon in the trenches, you want not to every time switch your wrist to be able to tell the time. You want just with a quick glance to be able to tell the time, even though your hands is straight on. And by doing this, you can see the time much easier. Even same concept for driving cars. You have here the time, the 1921 Vacheron Constantin, same thing as well. And this movement is until now working quite well. I'll put it on the Timegrapher to check out the 221 600 vibrations per hour, so 3 hertz. Goes for 40 hours. I think it holds the 40 hours and has 17 joules. And yeah, this is my favorite strap combination. The black is also not bad. Let me show you how it will look on the black. So on this black bund strap, for me it looks better even than the other color, but that's something that maybe they need to change in the next. This color doesn't go so much, just clashes with the gold and it flaps out. I try to put it here inside this one so it holds the flap, and I think with the black, with the bund strap, it looks the best. I'm not a big fan of bund straps anyways, because it's just too bulky, but with a 37mm watch, it's quite okay, it's quite wearable. I would also recommend Vario to maybe sell, especially with the smaller sizes watches. This is 37mm, so most probably the people who are buying this watch have a smaller wrist than mine. I have a 17.1 centimeter wrist. So basically, you should sell shorter straps with it, so that people can wear it much more comfortably. Because I hate when the end of the strap flaps. That's a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, what else I can tell you about the watch? The lume could be added a little bit, could be pumped up, because the lume is very weak. At night it doesn't hold up at all, not the hands, not the numerals. The dial looks amazing. The enamel dial is fantastic, and yeah, I really like the idea of the fixed lugs. Just gives it this vintagey feel and look to it. So I'll get the Timegrapher to see how this Miyota hand wind movement is performing. I've been wearing it for a week constantly on this strap. Like I said, because the bund strap is just too much leather on the skin, and it will make me sweat, and I'm not a big fan of that. So I'll just take it out just to put it on the Timegrapher. I'll get the Timegrapher and let's see how it's performing. So it's not performing so bad, around -14, a little bit -7, -19. It was keeping time quite well in the past couple of days, so I don't want to complain on anything. 0.2 milliseconds beat error, 21600 -8. Like I said, it's not a precision watch, and I think for the price of $388, quite a cool watch for that. So my final words about the watch: 50 meters water resistant, like I was saying, pull push crown. So if you're thinking about getting this watch to be your, let's say, beater watch, I don't think that's the best Vario to buy for that specific function. I think it's really nice if you want something that looks like an old trench watch, like an old soldered pocket watch, and they have this combination of brass and nickel in the watch, which I think is really cool. Brass case, nickel movement, bit of steel case back here, and I think if I had the chance to buy one of these, I would get the stainless steel one with the black dial, because it looks really nice. This one looks quite good, but it's not my favorite colorway, especially on my skin tone. Somehow it doesn't look so right for me. But anyways, that's about it for this watch. I think I put everything. Before I go, also here is the link to Vario. I will be returning the watch to them afterwards, so I'm not going to keep the watch because I always want to keep this clear from the start if I'm keeping the watch or I'm returning it. And like I said, checked out their website. I leave all the details about the watch in the description below, the links to the watch, also links to Vario. So thanks again, Ivan, for lending me this watch. And yeah, if you do like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. You find the subscription button here right in the middle, and you will find 2 videos on the right and on the left that you might enjoy as well. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye, everybody.